law is shifting, and the old map doesn't work anymore. This is Legal Pirates, a podcast for founders, operators, and personal injury leaders who don't wait for permission to lead change. We are category designers and collaboration friendly. Each episode explores the moves reshaping how law is built, delivered, and trusted. One question guides every conversation. What map are you using now that the old one no longer works? Let's navigate the shift.
Welcome to the Legal Pirates podcast. I'm Lydia Flokini, and I am the legal category designer here at LawShift, where we help personal injury attorneys navigate the AI visibility reset. And joining me today, I'm super excited, is Jonna Norton. She is the Director of Business Development with Claim Angel.
Lydia,
welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Yes.
So this is so great. I'm really excited that we're going to learn more about Claim Angel and the work that you're doing. It's such a fascinating topic. So Jonna, why don't you tell us a little bit more about what you do and what Claim Angel does?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, I'm the Director of Business Development with Claim Angel, and I like to joke that truly I'm just the designated extrovert. I'm out here at the conferences, really having a lot of face time with law firms, just really trying to put some, not only friendly faces and smiles behind Claim Angel, but also some accountability and somebody that you know is behind the scenes that you can call that will go above and beyond for not only you and your firm, but also your client.
Yeah.
And so I oversee that, what would essentially be our sales department
Okay.
if we sold anything to law firms.
Yeah.
And so with Claim Angel, we are the first ever marketplace for funding.
Okay. Amazing.
And so what that means is instead of just being a single funder that will fund pre-settlement, post-settlement, medical and surgery funding, we are a marketplace for them.
Okay.
Think of Expedia. When you're going on a trip, you've got a price range, you've got the dates set,
Yes.
you know, everything's to be expected, but they go out and they have partnerships with all these hotels that bring that price to you
Okay.
that maybe you wouldn't get if you went to the hotel individually.
I see.
So same concept for Claim Angel. We have partnered with over 25 funders who have all agreed to do a rate of 27.8% annually.
So if someone has their case, they're not able to get the funding, whether it's the law firm or the individual, they can come to Claim Angel, essentially
so
say,
we specialize right now in plaintiff funding.
okay.
And so if a client is looking for some funding, you know, law firm is ready to approve this, they're awaiting a better offer, the client needs to buy time. Time is not on the client's side.
Yes.
We are able to provide some funds that can go towards rent, that can go towards bills, cost of living, whatever they need in that situation. We are able to provide that funding for less than a credit card. That was our whole goal, is we wanted to be affordable and an ethical solution for funding. So most credit cards are 29 to maybe 33%. We sit at that 27.8% on every single case. We have no monthly payments and we're non-recourse. So it offers a really great option, not only against other funders in the marketplace, but also other options for digging yourself a hole into debt like credit cards.
Right. So would you say the majority of who is using or working with Claim Angel are the law firms or the plaintiffs themselves?
It's tough to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes law firms will have clients do research on their own for funders, and they stumble upon Claim Angel. They've done some research. They see that we're the lowest rate. Clients can apply, and we'll reach out to the law firm for some case information. Now, we have over 500 law firm partners that now refer Claim Angel to their clients. That way, they are covering themselves on a lot of the ADA and compliance purposes.
Yes.
Some will be familiar with this. When it comes to those, attorneys are supposed to disclose the lowest rate if they're aware of one. And they're also supposed to offer multiple options if a client requests a service.
I see.
And a lot of law firms love coming to Claim Angel because it checks off both.
Okay.
By referring them to Claim Angel, you're referring them to over 25 partners. And by referring them to Claim Angel, you are referring them to the lowest set rate in the marketplace. I have not seen anybody come close.
Okay, excellent. Because I think that this is something that really raises sort of this idea that everyone should be able to have access to justice, be able to pursue, you know, potentially their case. And I think we've often heard sometimes people don't, because they may say, I don't have the money for this, or I'm not able to do this. So I think that what you're doing is really interesting and fascinating.
Well, nothing's fun about winning a $100,000 case if your client owes $99,000.
Exactly.
Right? There's no sense of really reward for either you or your client for walking away already having interest eaten away at the rest of that
exactly, or just that someone has the opportunity if they're willing to move forward, to be able to have a resource that they can research and look into. There was something we were talking a little bit about earlier, is just sort of the ethics around this, and so I'm very curious about sort of what trends you see. And you mentioned the duty to disclose that there are different rates. I would love to learn more about that, and for everyone watching, just to
absolutely
kind of gain a further background on this.
I tell new law firms that kind of have a suspicious approach to us, right? Why haven't I heard of you guys? It sounds too good to be true. ClaimAger is newer to the marketplace. We came about February 2023, and we're starting to really pick up traction. Like I said, we've been working hand in hand with over 500 firms to fund their clients at this most ethical rate. Now, it's so hard at these conferences to tell people I'm with a funder, right? I'm not only with a funder. There's so much more to ClaimAngel, but that's the base of what we do. And at first, they've been burned by funding. They've got a sour taste in their mouth. There's so many reasons to dislike funding. And one of our founders, he was an attorney. He also disliked funding, never used it in his legal career. And that's why ClaimAngel came to be. We wanted to bring a transparent, reliable, consistent product to the market that is affordable and ethical. And these are all key words when it comes to this funding company, because I was telling you a little bit of a story. During the week, I'm calling law firms, firms maybe that have used us once and we haven't been able to reconnect. And I'm reaching out a hand, just being the expert that I am. And they were telling me, hey, Gianna, thanks so much for calling, but we work with a great funding company. They offer us a 15% rate. 15%? I can't beat that. I'm not even going to try to take you guys away from this funder that's giving you 15%, because that's such a good deal and that's our whole mission. We want to bring you affordable funding, ethical funding. So why would I go against our own mission and take you away from something like that? And so the next law firm I called mentioned the same funding group.
Interesting.
And I said, okay, something's up. There's no way that this funder is offering 15 to 30% per case with no catch. There's got to be a catch. So I went ahead and called this funding company and I asked, what's your rate? What's your cap? What's this? And finally, they put a manager on the phone to be able to answer my questions. So they're right. They do 15 to 30% per case. That is their rate every 90 days.
Oh, wow.
Every quarter, right?
Wow.
So you'll do the math real quick. 15% per quarter annually is 60%. And so if it goes up,
I'm sorry. It's like I'm still on Pacific. I've been up early, but it would be 3 a.m. my time. Yeah.
No worries. And then if it's at the 30%, seems like a good deal for annual.
Yes.
Right? But then we're looking at it after 30% each quarter, and the case has gone a year. It's 120%.
Yeah, that's incredible. It really is. It's incredible.
As a lawyer, if it sounds too good to be true, it might be.
Yeah.
Why didn't you look a little bit further? Why didn't you look at the second line of the contract? Why did you miss that 90 days? And so ClaimAngel has really prided ourselves on bringing transparency to the marketplace in a place that used to be circling with sharks. We've offered some refuge.
Yeah, and consistency and ethical approach to what you're doing. I was curious. So here we are at this AI conference. What's been a big takeaway for you in terms of what we're learning here at the AI for PI Expo, the first of its kind, the first ever. I'd love to hear what's resonated with you.
Absolutely. This morning they were talking about quotes before they introduced Mickey Love, who's a fan of ours, and we are a fan of hers.
Yeah,
we love Mickey. She had been introduced by a speaker who referenced a quote, you don't skate to the hockey puck, you skate to where the puck is going.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of something I learned at a conference many years ago. Let go or get dragged, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Say you're holding on to your old ways, you can't let go of old systems, your old processes, and you're not open to the AI. I mean, think of the people that weren't open to TV commercials when that was the big thing,
or streaming.
Right?
I mean, streaming,
social media, Facebook.
Yes.
You're let go or get dragged. You're going to get left behind. Other firms are going to be able to increase their intake, increase their customer care. We've got a lot of great partners in the industry that do AI intake as well.
Oh, fascinating.
And the people on the phone with them, they're empathetic. They sound like they care.
Yeah.
And say hi. And it's upping their productivity. Something that's
Well,
really,
and I think responsiveness too. You know, I
Mhm.
think sometimes like someone may be looking for legal counsel, help, and they're calling, and might go into voicemail, and they might wait a few days. So I think these are tools that are helping improve and deliver more client value, the experience.
totally. And a lot of these attorneys are out here, they're trying to build their firm. They want to be
Yeah.
bigger, they want to take on more clients, they want to be more present in their community. And without that scalability that AI offers,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen as quickly as you hope, or you're going to come
Yeah.
into bottlenecks. It's going to happen naturally as a business owner.
Yeah.
And I think AI has a lot to offer that.
Awesome. Jenna, you're clearly so passionate about what you do, and you have such great energy. We're so grateful for you being on our podcast and sharing what you're doing. And so if anyone is looking to learn more, where do they go? Tell everyone.
So come and visit us. It's at claimangel.com. We may sound too good to be true, but that's just not the case. We pride ourselves on our transparency.
Mhm.
Our rate is 27.8% annually, and we have a 2x cap after 46 months. And really, the average case settles at 15 months. If you borrow $1,000, only ever gets to $2,000. We really give the clients time. Time is finally back on their side when they're using Claim Angel. Would love to onboard you and your team, get everybody trained up on the portal, and partner with you on some ethical, transparent, and standardized funding process in 2026.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Lydia.
Yeah, have a great rest of the
You
show.
too.
Okay.
That was 10 minutes. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Legal Pirates. Remember, the old rules aren't coming back. Follow the show and keep charting your own course. We'll see you next time.